55% of Republicans or people leaning Republican want somebody other than Donald Trump to run. That's up 6% from their earlier poll.
And if the former president's watching, you should know those are just the numbers you're relaying. You didn't come up with those numbers, right?
CNN came up with them.
Right.
Ainsley said that if this was a fascinating poll. It is. That's why we just talked about it.
And they are right as often as Haley's Comet comes by every 7 years.
So you're just saying all we talked about for the last 4 minutes is not accurate?
I'm just saying,
No,
if Donald Trump
poll
is watching, and if Donald Trump is watching, just let him know we didn't come up with that number. That's what the poll said.
Hi, it's comedian Alonzo Bodden with another Rebel HQ TYT video, and today we're talking about Fox and Friends apologizing to Donald Trump. Now, the TikToker in this video says this is the first time he's ever seen that. I don't know. I don't watch Fox News enough. Let me stop lying. I don't watch Fox News at all. But I don't think this is the first time they've apologized to Donald Trump. Maybe the first time they've apologized directly to Donald Trump, but Fox News has been shilling for Donald Trump ever since there was a Donald Trump. I mean, the reason they usually don't have to apologize is they don't show stories he doesn't like. You know, little things like, the January 6th hearings, which they could have televised, but I think there was a local dog show at the park that they really needed to cover. So, of course, they're apologizing to Donald Trump. Now, he's right. They should have stopped with 75% of Democrats don't want Biden. And by the way, I think that has more to do with Biden's age than Biden's job. I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's surprising that they told the truth. It's not surprising that they apologized to Baby Hands. He's very sensitive.
I have never seen anything like that before. I mean, for as much as people talk about the fact that the news networks were in the tank for Barack Obama during his administration, and they were. I mean, we're just fawning puff piece after puff piece with that guy. I've never seen anyone break the fourth wall and personally apologize to one person for bad poll numbers. I've never seen it.
Now, I don't necessarily agree. No, I'm not even going to say necessarily. I don't agree with this guy about Biden doing a terrible job. Joe Biden isn't doing a terrible job. Joe Biden's problem is he's not dynamic. He's not a great speaker. And let's be honest, Barack Obama is a pretty tough act to follow when you're as low energy as Joe. Joe Biden is not responsible for high gas prices. Joe Biden is not responsible for inflation. Inflation is worldwide, and here in the U.S., it's lower than it is in other countries. He got the infrastructure bill passed, and now he's trying to fight for women's right to abortion. He's doing the best he can with what he had. Let's face it, this isn't a dynamic government. They're not willing to take big swings. And that's why a lot of people don't like the Democratic Party. And I get that. I wish they'd take bigger swings. I wish they'd stop worrying about Republicans' feelings, because Republicans certainly don't worry about theirs. But this isn't because Joe is doing a terrible job. It's because Joe is old, man. Joe is old. I don't know that we need a president over 80 years old starting another term. That could be the problem. He also talked about puff pieces on Barack Obama. Oh yeah, Barack Obama got the best coverage of any president ever. Barack Obama was hassled for wearing a tan suit. What do you mean puff pieces? Please, did you see the piece on Donald Trump's airplane? That's a puff piece.
If Donald Trump is watching, just let him know we didn't come up with that number. That's what the poll said.
Absolutely. I was talking to,
Yeah.
I was talking to a pollster about these numbers, and they seem to be across the board regarding so few people in the Democratic Party want Joe to
It's
run.
just too soon to tell. There's so many different polls, and they all say different
It's a
things.
long
But the
ways
majority
away.
of
Okay, so maybe this is a little extreme even for Fox and Friends to actually break the fourth wall and stumble over each other trying to apologize to Donald Trump and point fingers at each other. You made me read the story. No, you made me read the story. No, she made us read the story, because at Fox News, they like to blame the woman. But anyway, how can you be surprised at anything pro-Trump that Fox News does? If being surprised that Fox News is pro-Trump, it's like being surprised that water is wet. It's like being surprised that Herschel Walker has another kid we didn't know about or paid for another abortion that he's denying. It's not exactly breaking news. It is not exactly unexpected. It's just another level. Just like another abortion you paid for, right, Herschel? Oops, getting off topic here. You know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is that they're so surprised that they told the truth that they're all stumbling over it like, we've never done this before. We're not sure how to handle it. We're sorry, Mr. Trump. We told the truth. What are we going to do? Who are we going to blame? I mean, if we really want to talk about a surprise in this video, it's the surprise on Fox and Friends' faces when they read actual news. Now listen, Fox and Friends is a great sketch troupe. They're good. They're funny. They make things up as they go. They're okay, but they maybe not the best at improv. You know, just pure improv where the news prompter throws news at them and it's like, go. And then we've never done this before. We're very sorry, Mr. Trump. We should have screened this ahead of time and never should have told you the truth, which is people are tired of you. Yeah, Trump, people are tired. Oh my God, did we say that? No, we didn't say that. She said it. He said it. He said, she said. It's all fun to watch. It's sketch comedy. Am I surprised that Fox and Friends apologized to Donald Trump? No. Wet water has never surprised me.